Hello, Isan Octavia Lyons. It's Mrs. Henry. Hey, teachers, I am going to walk you through this document that I find pretty important. It's an overview of standards-based report cards. It's going to take me about 10 minutes to go over this document, and I will also email it to you. The beginning talks about what standard-based report cards are. At Isana Academies, our standard-based report cards seek to provide meaningful feedback so both scholars and families can track students' progress towards mastery of academic areas and reflect upon areas of strength and need. Breaking it down a little bit more, the primary goals of grading a report are to accurately and meaningfully communicate what each student knows and can do in relation to grade level standards, be a fair representation of students' performance over a variety of measures over time. So this is our second year of standard-based report cards, and I hope that we're diving a little bit deeper into it and getting a better understanding as we're laying that foundation. So teachers assess students' learning in a variety of ways over time within a reporting period. This is really important. It's highlighted in yellow. If students are not meeting standards, reteaching and reassessment occur before the end of the reporting period so that students have more than one opportunity to demonstrate mastery of standards. Pretty important. Standard-based report cards separate academic performance from work habits, behavior, and social skills in order to provide parents a more accurate view of students' progress in both academics and social-emotional learning. Students' academic performance in the different content areas is determined by assessments and cumulative projects. Classwork, homework, other assignments, and observations determine a student's overall grade in work habits, and learning and social skills. So it kind of breaks it down. You have your academics that are linked to standards, and you have your independent work, your homework. Any other assignment you give them is linked to their work habits and their learning and social skills. All right, this is the report period. What's really important to remember, I think, is making sure that you're entering grades weekly. And so by the end of the report period, parents already have an idea of what is happening with their child and how they're doing. And it also allows this teacher to see, okay, I'm putting grades, this person is not meeting standards, I need to reteach. So it also helps for your targeted instruction, but making sure that you're entering grades on a weekly basis. So criteria for assignments. Assignments included in PowerSchool Pro are entered into 4 categories set up by the teacher. The categories are cumulative projects, summative assessments, formative assessments, independent work time. So assignments entered under IWT, which include classwork and homework, must only be linked to work and study habits or learning and social skills. So it breaks it down in a chart, which I think is beautiful. I love charts. Power Teacher Pro gradebook categories. It lets us know what the categories are, the 4 categories, what to link it to. And then it also gives an example of what those assignments are. So end of unit chapter assessments, formative assessments driven from the curriculum, teacher grade level developed formative assessments like exit tickets, quizzes. I always like when I'm talking to parents about this, like there's a huge umbrella with the formative assessments, and to not like think it's just like how we used to, just have our benchmarks or something big. It can be an exit ticket, but it's providing feedback to students' learning. If students are not meeting standards, reteaching and reassessment must occur within the report period. And then cumulative projects are the end of the unit performance task or projects. And then we know IWT, homework, and classwork. So also in this green area, we have our ELD grades must be updated every trimester. So making sure that you're updating ELD grades. And then it even required us assignments, assessments, and naming convention. So it breaks it down how to name the assignments in gradebook, which is really helpful. I won't read through everything, maybe just the assessments and cumulative projects Minimum requirements: at least one assessment, formative, summative, and or cumulative project should be entered per week per content area taught. So it breaks it down this way with the categories. And then I really think it gives you the ELD grades. You will enter 3 grades under final grades for all English learner students. So gives you the chart there. And then other areas, learning and social skills, work and study habits, 21st century requirements, enter grades under final grade. That's important to know. Some of the categories will already have scores because they have been attached to various assignments. Any blank categories must be filled in. So under our work and study habits and 21st century skills, there's no blank areas. And you'll know if they're blank when you go over to the final grades. And then here's a rubric of what those numbers mean. And I think this part of this document I really love is how they break it down. Assessments for content and curriculum. So the following chart provides information on assignments for each curriculum that should be entered into the Power Teacher Pro grade book. School site grade level teams, not terms. School site grade level teams must align to use the same assessments and be approved by their leadership team. So if you're creating your own assessments, they need to be approved by the leadership team. Usually you can just get it approved by your IC. But if you're teaching 3rd grade, both 3rd grade teachers are giving the same assessment. So if you're using the curriculum, use the curriculum. If you're creating your assessments, you both are using that created assessment, making sure that we're not giving 2 different assessments for the same standard for 2 different classes. All right, school site grade level teams must align to use the same assessments. Teachers must get approval from leadership team to use an assessment other than those from Journeys or iReady Toolbox. So the ones that come with our curriculum, you're welcome to use. If you're creating your own, you just need to get it approved, and you need to make sure that both teachers in that grade level are giving the same assessment. All right, so it talks about the assessment type, formative assessment, this Journeys bi-weekly standard-based assessments, summative assessments, Journeys unit assessments. So this is pretty cool. ELA grades K through 6th grade. It tells you what you would put in grade book and the category for them. And then for grade 7th and 8th grade, using the pacing guide, you would formative assessments, at least 1 formative assessment per week. For example, free write, responses, answering 4-level comprehension questions, exit tickets. So for 7th and 8th grade, I like that it kind of gives us a number too of how many should go in the week. And then math grades K through 8th required. So Ready, Classroom, Common Core assessments in Teacher Toolbox and digital comprehension checks assigned to iReady students dashboard via teacher accounts. So this again tells you the categories and what to put in. And it breaks it down by grade level for math also. And then science. So science, we're a little bit different on this page because at Octavia we have our science curriculum for 4th through 8th, and then TK through 3rd grade does mystery science. So the science is mystery science for TK through 3rd, and 4th grade through 8th grade it is escaping me, but our other science curriculum. And then social studies, grade 6th through 8th. These are the assignments that should go in. We do have history, though, that should go in for kinder through 4th grade. I will get back to you on that. But this is using the new curriculum for 6th through 8th. And then the final part is Power Teacher Pro setup and entering assignments. If you just look at these docs, if you need to make sure that your Power Teacher is set up correctly. I think a couple of the big things that we learned last year is how to default auto calculate assignments, standard scores. This is really big. And then how to link standards to an assignment, because you can't link them after you put in the assignment. You have to link them when you put the assignment in. I remember those were two big things that we really needed to know for Gradebook or Power Teacher Pro. All right, Lions, I hope you're all doing well. Let me know if you have questions. I will send out this doc with this video. And here's a question, if you listen to this whole video, is what do you call a group of lions? What do you call a group of lions? All right, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.